वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे की जय। खाटू वाले की जय, श्याम प्यारे।
Hello everyone, welcome back. Now today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 10, and the name of this chapter is locus. Now this is a new topic and it is also, you can say, one of the easiest one. Now first of all, to begin with, let us today discuss about the meaning and what is the definition or what is locus. Now the definition, if you see, it says locus is a special set of those points which satisfy some conditions. What is locus? Locus is nothing, it is a special set of points. In a plane there are many points. You know that in a plane when we want to identify the points, there are indefinite number of points. Out of those, some selected points, they form the locus. And how to select those points? That will be selected according to the condition which they satisfy. If suppose one condition is given and all those points which fulfill that particular condition, then the set of those points is known as the locus. There is another definition, if you want to see, it can be written in this way also. The locus of a point under certain condition is that geometrical figure whose each point satisfies the given condition. Now the set of points which we are going to take, that set of points, they will form a particular geometrical shape. A geometrical shape will be formed. It can be either a line, it can be a arc, it may be anything. Any geometrical shape will be formed, and that shape which is formed is the locus of a point. One point under certain conditions. Now it will be more clear when I'll give you some examples. For example, if suppose you are given a point, say this is point A. Now around this point A, if you take this space, this plane here, how many points are lying? How many more points can be found here? There are many number of points. Now let me put up one condition. Say I want those points which are at equal distance from this point A. That distance may be anything. Let us take, say, distance x, or if you want in numerical number, you can say that it is a distance of 2 centimeter. Now if you take this as the fixed point, there can be one point which lies here. Say this is point B, which is at a distance of, say, x centimeter. Now similarly, there can be another point here also which is at the same distance. You may find a point on this side also. Here it can be, which is at equal distance. Even there can be a point on this side. Now if you go on finding the points which are at equal distance from this A, how many points can be there? There can be a point here, it may be here, it may be here. And not only these points which I am plotting, but there can be n number of points around this point A which satisfies the given condition. Now what is the condition? The condition is that all these points, they have to be at equal distance from point A. Now all these points, if you combine them, you will see that you will get a circle. A circle will be formed. So this is a geometrical figure. So the locus of a point under certain condition is that geometrical figure whose each point satisfies the given condition. Now this geometrical figure, it has n number of points. Though there are points which lie outside this geometrical figure, means outside this circle also, it can be outside, it may be near to point A. But which are these points lying on this circle? They are those points which satisfy the condition that all these points lie at equal distance from A. So this is the locus. Now what is the locus? The locus is a circle. From here you can even give the definition of circle, that what is a circle? A circle is a set of points lying at equal distance from a fixed point. So what is circle? It is a set of points lying at equal distance from a fixed point. So set of all points lying at equal distance from a fixed point. Now here this is known as circle, or the locus of points lying at equal distance from a fixed point is circle. Now here this fixed point, this term which comes, the fixed point. Now which is this fixed point? This is the fixed point A, and this fixed point is known as center of the circle. The fixed point is called as the center of circle, and this distance from this fixed point to the points on the lying on the circle, forming the circle, this distance is known as the radius. So this is the locus of those points lying at equal distance from a fixed point. So what is it? It is a circle. Now similarly, if you take, say, a line. Now let us take a line. Now this line, I want those points which are at equal distance from this line. All the points which are at equal distance from this line. Now equal distance from this line, if it is a point, then you can just take the distance. Suppose this is one point, this is the other point, you can straight away measure the distance. But you are having a line and on the other side you have a point. Now how will you measure the distance between the line and the point? That distance will always be the perpendicular distance. The shortest distance which is there, that is measured, that is taken. So if I say that there is a line L and you are asked what is the locus of those points which are at equal distance from this line L, say the distance is 2 centimeter. Now this time let us take it as 2 centimeter. So if this point A is at a distance of 2 centimeter from this line L, there can be another point which is again at a distance of 2 centimeters. Similarly, there can be a third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All these points will be at equal distance from this line. So what figure will all these points form? These points will form a line. You will get another line. So the locus of the points equal distance from a given line is a line. It is also a line, but what is the condition? That this line will be parallel to the given line. Now because all the distances of these points are equal, so the perpendicular distance from these from in between the 2 points is equal at each and every point. Hence these 2 lines are parallel. Now line L and M is parallel. So locus of the point, a locus of the points which are at equal distance from this given line is again a line parallel to the given line. And there you can say which lies at a distance of 2 centimeter. Now here the question arises that will the points lie only on one side? Because when we say at equal distance, why not the points be taken on the other side? If you take a point here, say this is point C. Now this point will also be at a distance of 2 centimeter from this line. Is it or not? Even you can have more points here. So again on this side also, all these points will combine and you will get another line here also. You will get one more line. So if you name this line as N, then what do we see? We see that there are two lines formed under the given condition. What was the condition? That it is to lie at equal distance from the line L. So the locus of the points lying at equal distance from line L are two lines parallel to the given line L. So here one line was given and the locus is two more lines. Now here if I say that I give you two parallel lines, say this is line X and say this is line Y. There are two lines now. Now here, if you want to find the locus of points lying at equal distance from lines X and Y. Now these points should lie at equal distance from both the lines X and Y. So if you take a point, that point must be at equal distance from X and it should also be at equal distance from line Y. So where will it lie? It will lie somewhere in between these two, so that the condition is fulfilled. Similarly, the other points will be lying in between these two lines, and again what you will get? You will get a line, and you will see that this line which is there, that is, say you call it as line P. Now this line is again parallel to both the lines X and Y. So here the condition is X is parallel to Y. The two lines which are given to us, they are parallel to each other, and the locus will again be a line which is parallel to both the lines. Now if I take an example of a pendulum, suppose there is a pendulum. You have seen a pendulum. It is like this. Now what is the locus of the points lying at end of this pendulum? Now you know that a pendulum, it moves to and fro. Say this is the last position of this pendulum when it goes towards the right, and it will come back and it will go towards the left, and say this is again the last position it reaches. So the pendulum keeps on moving from left to right and from right to left. Now those points which lie at the end of this pendulum, the tip of the pendulum, or say the movement of the tip of this pendulum, now what you will get? And wherever it moves, there will be a point, and all these points combined together will form an arc. It will be an arc, part of a circle. And what about this arc? It is that arc having the radius equal to the length of the pendulum. Similarly, if you have a, say, wheel, any wheel it may be, whether a wheel of a cycle, a car, or a whatever vehicle you can take. Now if suppose this is the wheel and this is the center of the wheel, and this is the surface, or say the road on which it is going to move. Now if you move this circle, this wheel, say from this position you move it to this position, then of course its center will also travel. The center of this circle, this wheel, will also travel from this position to this position. Now what is the locus of the center of this wheel when it moves on a plain road? What will it be? The wheel is here, the center lies here. As the wheel moves, you will see that this position of the center will not change. It will just be here only. It will keep on moving in the same level from the road. And here you will find that it is again, you get a line through which the center is moving. Though the wheel is rotating, but the center moves in form of a line. So locus of those points or locus of the center of this wheel is a line which is parallel to the road or parallel to the surface on which the wheel is moving. So these are some examples to explain you that what is locus. So ultimately, what is locus? Locus is nothing. It is the collection of points under a given specific condition. So this is what I'm going to cover today. And if you understand what is locus, then we will move on in further with the theorems and the questions in the next video. Thank you all. Have a nice day.